Let's pretend that last few minutes didn't happen. Restarting. Let's go. Hello, everybody. How are we doing? Forget that disgrace of an intro. Looks like Abusu and Souplade are here. Welcome, welcome. I think I might go back to MK8DX 2 now that you mention it. Did I mention it? I mentioned it by reading it out there. No, you can't go back to Mario Kart 8. You have to get the sub 109 on Luigi Suki. Anyways, so what intro? Good. Good, we forget it. Right, so interesting stuff has happened. Don't know if you can hear, but from the controls. They're nice. Soft button inputs. Whoa! No! The nice soft button inputs. I have a classic controller now. I have my a Switch Pro controller, and there's a little story behind this now. So I was playing on here the other day. Like, the whole reason as to why I played Deluxe a couple of weeks ago and doing all the online stuff is because I was trying out the classic controller with my classic to GameCube controller converter in the Wii U classic controller adapter. Because you can play with it on the Switch using it like that, and I was trying to see how it works, and that in correspondence with, I guess, seeing a couple of other people just use the GameCube controller in general, kind of made me seem to realise, or like made me kind of develop a placebo effect that the analog stick didn't quite work very well. So my idea was I was going to actually try and attempt playing 200cc Moo Moo, but and use, obviously, because it'll be the classic controller, I'll be able to use the what is it? The analog stick positions, because you have the notches in the controller. I'll be able to use that, but it felt like the stick was limited, and well, actually, I did a bit of testing. I set a time originally on Moo Moo Meadows with the Pro controller, more specifically Josh's Pro controller, and I set it just a first try time on here. And it took me 2 hours, 2 or 3 hours, I think, with the classic controller to get this time. And I could not drive it as well either. Like, the driving on the Pro controller one was so smooth. And this, in comparison, is not. But that's not my main story. The main story is that with the adapter, I tried playing Baby Park. And I had a time on here which was 49.7 something. I think, if I remember correctly, going on to more ghosts. Hopefully I can get on there quite fine. Yeah. Oh, 2 people actually tied me. That's kind of cool. Should I do a comparison between these two? But yeah, Polar had a time. Polar's time was a millisecond behind mine. So my time was originally 49742. And I got that while I was on the train. And I don't know if I was commuting to or from somewhere, but I got it. I just time trialed this track one off, and I played the Switch in handheld mode on the train. So I sat down to play this on 200cc. With the classic controller, and I was holding the analog stick down to the right as hard as I could, but I could not take the turns as tight as I wanted to on this. So I thought the analog stick must not The analog stick with classic controller and GameCube controllers must not have values in this game that the Joy-Cons or Pro Controller have. So, I went for it and decided to invest in a Pro Controller, and that's what I got here. I'm going to be using for the rest of this, which is probably going to be easier to use in general than just the classic controller converted. And I had the same problem. I was sitting down trying to beat that 49.7, and I had to sit down for a couple of hours to try and beat it with the Pro Controller. It was probably me messing up the timing with the drifts. But yeah, I couldn't do it for a long time. I eventually did. I eventually got this time yesterday while I was playing with the Pro Controller, and it's a lot more consistent actually. I think just first lap and last lap are the only ones that I have a gripe with, and arguably second lap too. But yeah, that is this. So I'll put that on in the background while I catch up on chat after I've had a chocolate. So I've actually opened up the chocolates that my sister has given me for my birthday, and I've already eaten, after I eat this one specifically, exactly half. Actually, not exactly half of them. Wait, how many are there? 22. There are not 22 in here, you dick. I've already eaten over half of them. I've already eaten over half of them. Well, scratch that. Admitting no one now. Yeah, it's so sweet. Anyways, how are we doing? Hello, Carson. Redeeming the Will permit. Nice. That's one way of coming into the stream. That's basically you saying, "Shut the fuck up, Soup Plate." As soon as you got here. Has anyone beat my Mushroom Island Glitch Kart BKT? Didn't even know there was one. So I assume no. I don't think anyone's beaten 200cc Aquadome Glitch BKT either. I didn't even know there was a glitch. Shows how much I know. Hello, Lord Soup. You're asking if it was 200cc, but by the game I could tell it was 200, yeah. Can't wait to become an adult. It sounds better than being around my parents. Soup Blade, I had a thought that absolutely terrified the shit out of me the other day. And I was going to tell you it, but then I wasn't going to tell you it because I was like, it would genuinely be the best idea that you've ever been introduced to. I was thinking while watching Leanne's stream the other day, and the topic came up where they were talking about parents and how people thought that Leanne looked like her mum, or that Leanne would be a good parent or something. Some sort of topic like that. And then a thought crossed my mind that in your ideal universe, if you could have it any way you wanted, you would have me and Leanne as your mum and dad. That's how it would be in your ideal universe. And the thought of it scared me, because I just had this horrible impression that one day you would turn up at my stream and be like, "Hey Sean, guess what? I've forged some documents, so now you and Leanne are both legally my parents!" That would be... Oh god, I should not laugh too much. Total side note, my asthma has picked up recently. I've had to go on an asthma extension. Usually, for anyone who's not asthmatic, you have this little kind of turquoisey blue inhaler, which you carry around with you at all times. I got mine in hand's reach to reach over to and grab whenever I need it. I feel tight-chested or coffee. It's always there. But it's got worse recently because I had to rely on it a lot more than I should do. So I've been given a brown one, which I need to take every morning and every night before I go to bed. It tends to be around the same time, which isn't very good. But yeah. Don't make me laugh or talk too much is basically what I say. Is what I'm saying to that. I've achieved the adult. Nice! I'm 22 hours in, and I can safely say that it sucks. Yep. Yep. Good job, I guess. I don't know why I'm saying good job for making it this far. That's what my parents said to me. I already said I shouldn't be laughing too much. I'm already making myself laugh like a piece of shit. Anything is better than living with your parents. What, even fucking Offie and Sean. What's your time on N64 Rainbow Road? Don't know. I know that my time on the Mario Kart 8 version is a 1:19.955, which I grinded months to get. I don't even think the world record in this is that close. Where is N64 Rainbow Road? I've forgotten where it is. No, that's regular Rainbow Road. There we go. This will be another one that I got in the car. On the train. Just randomly out of nowhere. I'm pretty sure I was the only person to have subbed 1 minute on my friends list at the time as well. Until Tristan did it, I believe. Ah, Flair finally got the record. That's so hype. 775 as well. That's a pretty decent cut. Good job to him. I can't wait to watch that later. That would be really nice to see. Yeah, talking about the Rainbow Road, but on Mario Kart Wii. That's my main game. I assume that says Bebron Sands. Sorry, I didn't greet you, by the way. But for now, I don't think you'd want her to parent my fat, annoying ass. I wasn't expecting you to agree, but thanks. Where is Moo Moo? You told me, you asked me what my time was on Rainbow Road, and I showed it to you. Moo Moo can be right now if you want it to be. What's my time on the regular one? 224, 124. What the shit is that? What is the... Is the record got to 119 yet? It's close, but it's not quite there. My god. Ah, yes, Japanese handies on here. Absolute brilliant guy. And that's Alex Zoni. Sir Alex used to play Mario Kart Wii. Darren was on the Wii U version. Dacia. Christmas, that's Tristan. Whippy, I've met in a worldwide. Zach, and I don't actually know who that is. But he's someone on my friends list. Then there's Idiot. Sam, my cousin. Joey. Joey's not my cousin. Sam's my cousin, by the way. Rygala was Hex Maniac. Adam, Bradley, Polar, Aaron, Jane, Rosetta, Zulia, Savage, Swear, Spark, Supladel, Prime, Ningamer, Julian, Shadow, Falco, Daz, Jupe, I think that's Lord Soup, Hitbox, Knife Cake, Someone, Yoshi HD, Leo and Kimberly. That's it. I hope you enjoyed it. Let's go back. Okay. Fucking would be better than living with my parents, yes. Not Offie and Sean, that sucked ass. Sold me for bread money. Sean tried to be a normal parent, you just fucking hated him. You were like, Souplay, do your homework and go to your room, and you were like, fuck off, Dad. That's just how you treated him. Oh god. The video I made is so good. We'll have to watch it on stream. I got 1 minute. Nice. I assume that's N64 Rainbow Road. You are far off. You are way far on chat. Yes. That is true. Stop talking. That's basically what that tells you to do. No, it's frustrating that... It's so frustrating that no matter what I try, the audio keeps fucking up. You don't have this game. Who the fuck is that bastard then? Check Music Park 150. I don't fucking care about that in this game. Where is it? I don't know where anything is. This is my favourite cut though in this game. For a minute I thought that was 150. I'm like, how the hell did I get that quick of a time? Not the 159, not the 159 sub, not the 2 minutes sub. Can you actually do 2 minute sub on this? You can, very much so, but it looks like it would be the hardest thing. Oh, CMC 10, I haven't seen him in ages. That guy, Rudolus, was one of the first people that played Mario Kart 8 in public. He was like one of the testers, I think, or he was reviewing it. Because I went back on Miiverse, and he was the very first person... I went back on Miiverse back before the game was publicly released, but you could still see the Miiverse community for the game, because people had it as like testers and stuff, and he was the very first person to post in the Miiverse community. Oh yes, this guy. I don't know who that is, Marcus RM, but on a majority of the tracks, he has the slowest time on my entire friends list. There's one on here somewhere. I don't know where it is, but it's like 4 minutes nearly. Toad's Turnpike 200cc. I would rather... I don't even know what I would do other than Toad's Turnpike 200cc. Humper Cactus. There we go. Go with that one. Thoughts on Wario Stadium? I like Wario Stadium in this game. Not only because it pisses off an gamer, but it actually feels nice to play. Will permit basically means that you get the entire chat to yourself. You basically can send like a wall of text, a wall of messages. It should say that in the description though. Town on Ribbon Road. Oh god, why is everybody asking about times? I don't have a clue. Most of what I got here is just in handheld mode in one sitting. I haven't progressively grinded anything other than technically Baby Park and Moo Moo Meadows. Well, let's see what I've got on the other tracks listed. Toad's Toad Pike. Where the fuck is that bastard? There it is. That's what I got already. GV200 on this game. That's the track that Japanese Handy did. Time is 1:18. I didn't even see what mine was. A 1:18 something. Or 1:19 something. I don't know. Japanese Handy had good taste. Yeah, and Japanese Handy did GV, yeah. He might have a time on this, I don't know. I've not checked any other times, but I can see what times he's got because I have him on Switch. That's how we both found each other. There were people who came up to me, kept asking me about whether or not I was the one who had the 200cc world record on GV on this game. And then the vice versa happened. People kept talking to Japanese Handy, asking him if he was me. So that's how we got to know each other. We got connected on Twitter, exchanged friend codes, and now I have him added as well, which is pretty cool. Wish you could be as cool as Japanese Handy. Lord Su, you are cool in your own unique way. And no one is ever going to take that from you. He doesn't have a time on this now. It's 046. Nice. That's like 90 milliseconds ahead of me, I think. Where are we going now? Stadium, I think. I played this on the Wii U version. Let's see what 200cc actually does. I don't have any space on my friends list on Switch at the moment. It's all full. I've got full amount of requests as well. I do need to clear it up, but at this point it's just too much to clear up for so little. Wow, this looks really weird, 200cc. This doesn't work as well as 200 as it does on 150, that's for sure. That looked like it was late. Hey, Gingy. I found a Greg's meme that you might appreciate, Gingy. I posted it in the spam of my Discord. For 129, nice. I don't remember what this was. It like a 132, 134 something. Again, most of these times are just times that I played randomly in handheld mode just to do the track. There's only a few that I've grinded. I think I played Super Bell on and off. I don't remember. The more that I mention tracks, the more that I'm sidetracking everything by looking at tracks. Why'd you pin the thing I said on Discord? Because it's very important. I printed it out and put it on my fridge as well, Soup Blade. And I told Leanne about it and everything. It was like one of the best things you ever said to me. How can I not be proud of that? I was genuinely, I was happier when you called me terrible than when you usually compliment me. I don't know why. I don't know the answer to that myself. Let's see. I don't even have Japanese Handy's time downloaded. And weirdly, that looks very similar to my, whatchamacallit time. He's not even here! Oh, this is because he must have done 150. That was day one. This is a day one time. There he is. There's our boy. I thought it was 200cc GB. I was mistaken. He's 150. My bad. Well, in that case, I will look at Super Bell, because screw everybody else. I think I used Itchy's Me for this. I hate you so much. You see, these are the compliments I need. Alright? I actually printed out. Yeah, I ordered it professionally from a photo specialist online. It's going to be in a frame and everything. No, I didn't really. I think if I actually did print it out, my parents and sister would see it on the fridge. Or something. They'd actually think someone hates me. Which they do. People do hate me. But for context, Itchy, anyone doesn't know, most people probably won't. It's a Japanese player that used to play Mario Kart Wii back in the day. And as far as I could find on YouTube, at least in 2018, he was one of the first people to adapt the triple mini turbo technique from MK8DX's TAS into being used in the Bowser Bite BKT on MC3. And it's quite hard to tell who did what first, because there was a couple of other Japanese players that I found who were also doing it at the time. So it seems like the Japanese players kind of got a hold of the triple for Bowser Bite first. But Itchy was the one who actually got the BKT for it. He beat Nobuo's time at the time, which was like a 926 with a 919, I think. What Itchy got. I actually have his Ghost for Peach Gardens downloaded, which I may or may not play against sometime in the distant future, but who knows. Let's take a look. My Super Bowl time, I think, is 2:21. 1:21 even. Nice, not bad. Mine's 1:20. Alright, let's actually go back to where we're supposed to be. And I'll talk about my time a little bit more after I've caught up a bit more. I'm procrastinating, can you tell? Oh, you think it's 1:20? Nice. BBC really makes news of some shit, some stupid shit. Oh, you saw it, that's good. And he has a first suit in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I have a lot of suits. You love me, but you hate me as well. No, only one of those is a valid opinion. You want to time trial Peach Gardens. Handy's Garden. No one's ever going to get the gold star on Handy's Garden. Maybe get the some people may get the silver star, but the silver star will change when I'm better at playing the track. After I played against Itchy, I'll play the track again on Andy's Garden. The silver star would be improved, and I don't think many people would get it then. The more I think about Peach Gardens, the more I like it. Good. Yeah, it was my backyard pretty much. Literally. Right, anyways, so. Here's Moo Moo Meadows, and this is why I want to play it. This guy right here, at the top of my friends list, Benny, who's actually literally just been pushed out of the worldwide tops, is also known as the player Unreal. For those not versed in the Mario Kart Wii universe, Mr. Unreal was the first person to get the sub 119 on MC3, the track that I mainly play. And the world record stayed within that time boundary until very recently. Now, because of this, I subscribed to Unreal's channel, even though I subscribed to him long after he had disappeared off the face of the earth. But to my surprise, some point in 2018, I believe, I saw something pop up for Unreal in my subscriptions, and it was this track. And indeed, he had got into the worldwide tops with this time. Good old buddy Lewis getting a 1:0:59, and so motivated, I set out to do the same thing. I wanted a sub 1. Time has gone by a little bit more. Obviously, the worldwide tops have changed a bit. Our good friend Benny, Unreal, actually did manage to get the world record for a little bit of time. This, I believe, was indeed the former world record that he had before Army completely demolished the top 10 and everybody else seemed to follow. With the new strat, there's a different thing implemented. And it seems like a couple of other people have got subs too recently. Unreal was the person who was top of my list, but Whippy's up there now. Pretty good time, actually. And that is Tristan, also getting 0.8. Darren's pretty close, and then I'm kind of close as well. So things are pretty good. So we'll take a look at my Ghost, and then we'll take a look at mine. Super Bell Subway is 369. Nice. That's the Rainier digits on MC3, 369. Will you link me the download to Handy's Garden? You could literally just find it. If you literally just Google DS Handy's Garden, it's like the first thing that pops up. Army and Alberto are very good players in Mario Kart Deluxe Community. P is also pretty nice. Nice. You know more than I do. You kept like a spreadsheet of all the Shroomless times or something, didn't you, Suitblade? That's like one of the first things you introduced yourself as. I remember. Right, this is my time. Let's take a look and see what he does. Now, so far I've been playing this in handheld. Just in the evenings. This is going to be me properly grinding it for a little while. It's relatively solid driving. I've gotten faster than that by at least 0.2. Can skip across there. I went a bit too wide. The turn with the ramp on I hate the most, I know that much. Nice. It was the first thing. I don't understand why I like this game, but I do like it. There you go then. So yeah, that's a pretty solid driven time for me. I'm not entirely sure about how I'm going to go about improving, but nevertheless, we will give it a go. So, Lewis looks like he's about 0.5 quicker than me on every lap. So let's give his run a watch. There's lots to like about this game. This is the only time trial I think I'm actually going to like properly focus on in Deluxe, but we'll see what happens. I don't think I'll be playing anything else. So sometimes I'd race this Ghost, but most of the time I think I play solo. So that little turn skip was better than mine. Oh, he gets the trick there. This whole turn looks like it's just done a lot better than the way that I do it. Cool. The Wario character model. We're Warioing it up today. That's how we're going to be doing it. And now the world record. Which is pretty quick. You just like his fucking ears. I remember trying to do well on SNES Done at Planes 3 200cc before quitting the game entirely. I hated time trialing it. I time trialed that briefly on the Wii U version to get used to bunny hopping with the D-pad. And then when this game came out and I played it, I beat my time on the Wii U version just on this game. I got like a 120 or 121. That scares the shit out of me. I don't think I'll be able to do that, but if I can figure it out, it'll obviously save me some time. Right. This controller makes really nice sounds. Where are you, big man? There he is. I'm pressing down on the D-pad and it just went to the side there. Don't know what that was all about. So what did I use again? It was this, and I think that. Right? Let's see. Super glider. Does the glider even matter with this track? I don't even know. Right. This is literally going to be the rest of the year for me. And Mario Kart 7, I'm hoping. I'm not planning on doing Mario Kart 7 today, but maybe tomorrow. I'll give it a shot. Don't know why I went for that there. Feels a bit weird. How do you not bounce in this game? Cow ass. Oh yes. I just realised what I'm most frustrated by in this game. His head is the same size as his body. How the fuck does that work? Love that you can see the ass crack outline. They had to shove it in every detail. Orio's bizarre character design. Just wait till you see the plus 18 version. The 18 plus version, sorry. That one's everybody's favourite. I'm not going to question. Smart. Probably the smartest thing to do. The main aim, I think, with this is to just try and finish a run. Just enjoy Wario's hair. I also didn't use the shroom to begin with. So I need 21.0s, is it not? Oh, fuck. What's going on? Why are you just saying letters in my chat? Damn it, I keep missing that. There we go. Add numbers. I don't even want to know what number that is. Just with like 17 zeros behind it. Use a shroom again. Pretty good actually for not using a shroom at the beginning. Where'd you just... I love how virtually aesthetic this game is. Most tracks in Wii don't look very good, especially CTs. This track looks nice, but I actually wouldn't say it drives as nice as the original, just because of how rigid they made it. I'm already having trouble with the cut, and I bet I'm going to be complaining about other aspects later on, about how some of these tiny little mounds are just disastrous. There we go. Fucking cow ass. God damn it. Okay. My thumb's already starting to hurt. I feel like they kind of overdid it with the music on this one. I would actually say that they kind of overdid it with the main theme music. It's kind of a little... Well, it's I don't even know how to describe it. Kind of up its own arse, really. It's just like... Look at us! This is the best game ever! Epic bass slap solo! And a fucking guitar that rips in every time. It's shredding, like every second bar or some shit. Every 2 bars. Some music doesn't sound at all like the original yet. What the fuck is GBAMMC? Not the biggest fan of the glider though. Or the weirdness they have going on with the trees. Doesn't match the tone. Have you seen what they've done to the other GBA tracks though? Mario Circuit is the one that they did the best out of the GBA tracks. Fucking Cheeseland, what the shit is that? What the fuck did they do to that? And Ribbon Road was creative. Very creative. But it's not Ribbon Road. Any other GBA tracks, or is that just those 3? I was going to say Shy Guy Beach for some reason. Okay. Oh my god, why? Still at 21 somehow. Cow-ass, nice. Cheeseland is arse. I love Ribbon Road though. You're weird. I don't want to adopt you anymore, Soup Plane. As if I was actually contemplating it anyways. I don't mind when Nintendo changes lots of track elements as long as it plays alright. Well, I guess it depends on what you define as playing alright. Because my biggest gripe with Cheeseland specifically is that half of the track is a fucking shortcut. In fact, half is probably generous. I'd say 2/3 of the track is a shortcut. And the other third is probably like hills and gradients. I was not contemplating it. I was fearing for my life of it, I guess. This actually feels slower than Baby Park 200cc. It's weird. I have no idea, Soup played. I just wish they didn't do shit like that. Whatever. Oh, okay. I'll just use that shroom there then. Not even a best lap split, god damn it. With 2 shrooms just randomly placed in the lap. Though I guess that kind of makes sense. I don't even have to worry about the starter boost. I just realised I could just shroom on the spot, can't I? I can stick with the Mario Kart Wii timing. And then just be like, fuck you, I'm going when I want to. I not getting the orange mini turbo there? Am I drifting too late or something? That was definitely me just holding right for longer, and that's just giving me problems now. Personally think the best track is Music Park or Electrodrome. But I like the music themed ones. You see, I only like Music Park out of that Melody Motorway. Electrodrome felt too weird for me. Oh, you bastard. Okay, I got what I'm doing now. I actually think that Nintendo should have changed the Wii and retro tracks more. It makes more sense to me having... Makes more sense to me than heavily modifying GBA tracks. Wii and 7 tracks more. Oh, in this game. Okay. Yeah, I think that's his point, Soup played. Because the GBA tracks were mostly flat. You have more gradients to work with in the Wii and 7 versions. You can exploit variants in this game. And they did. They did with this track. Look how much they changed it. God, I can't get a flat shroom to save my life. There we go, I was shrooming too early, that's what I was doing. How do you not get air there? Wii and 7 are the most basic intended forms. Play very similar to Mario 8. It makes no sense to me to just port a track that will play very similarly. I had it right the first time, didn't it? I would make the point that most Wii tracks play differently. Well, it depends which game you're referencing. I guess. Wow, I got too close there. Moo Moo Meadows feels like us, and GV is substantially better here in my opinion. GV is not a great track just generally, in my opinion, so make of that what you will. I'd rather have a unique experience than just playing the same track, and that probably plays better in its original game. But the way that Nintendo intended you to play Wii 7 and 8 are very similar. Arguably DS too. I see what you mean. In fact, if you're referring to the way that they kind of use the drifting mechanics, then yeah, that would actually make perfect sense, because the way that the drifting style has kind of been adapted through all of those games is very similar, with the hop in the middle. Kind of introduced the mini turbo and double dash, if I remember correctly, and then the previous Mario Karts were just entirely different driving style. Okay. too late. Yeah, I still don't think it's good here. Double dash was very innovative compared to everything that came after. I've never actually played it properly. I played it like for one time only with Josh on Dolphin emulator, and that was it. Really didn't give it too much interest. That was terrible. How do I not crash there? It's interesting actually we mentioned double dash. I was talking about double dash a bit earlier. Not on stream, it's someone else's stream, obviously, but there we go, it's better. Been a new world record actually on GCN. DK Mountain. And the guy that got it, he did it on stream, and he got the world record, and the first 142 sub with like kids music in the background, and then just as he was crossing the line, there was like a kid in the song just going wee. Oh my god, it's hilarious. I might show it on stream later. It depends. If you actually finished your video that you were working on, Lord Supers, it's still a work in progress. You told me something the other day. You were having some issues with it or something, but I don't remember anything else. So how does the capture card look right now? It was kind of fucking about earlier because I forgot to downscale screen. So I don't know if it's changed anything. I think it's looking pretty nice, but I don't know. Oh, damn it. Finished the video, in fact, I did it on the day you asked. My god. You don't sit around when you want to edit videos. I don't know if that's because you rush them or if you genuinely enjoy editing. But either way, good enough. For a minute I thought I was at 21.1. I'm like, how the shit did that happen? Stop doing that, you bastard. Okay. There's this random crackling every now and then it's not on. If I do something, I do it all at once. And yeah, editing's fun. Fair enough. Can't complain with that. Nice, that's a good lap. For me, at least. Right now. Kawas! Yes. You love editing. I edited a commercial for marketing class. Nice. And it got a lot of applause. You still gonna do your wedding, your controller wedding video? Soup played. Gonna print off pictures of like me and Leanne and just have us in the background. Just as like Easter eggs. Or just editors into the video. Just hide them somewhere. I feel like that's the type of thing you would do without me even like telling you to do it. Although now I've told you to do it, and so yeah. Which reminds me as well, actually, to sort out my drawer before Christmas, because my mum crocheted something for Emma for her birthday all the way back in March, and I put it in my chest of drawers to keep it safe. My metal filing cabinet, actually, not chest of drawers. And during the summer stream, I stood on the metal filing cabinet and bent the lid down, so I can't open the drawer anymore that it's in. So I have to kind of bash the bent metal out of place so I can open the drawer, because in less than, I think, a week Saturday, I have planned to go into London and see Emma again, because her band's performing. I wanted to give her then as a Christmas present instead. But I've got one problem. I've got more problems to sort out as well. I don't know. It's still a very big possibility that the gig would be cancelled last minute. It's really annoying. Do the controller wedding, but it's going to be a while because I'm getting the controller for Christmas. Sweet. I mean, I thought you were going to prepare it for New Year's. That's what I was kind of thinking about. Have I read everything? Swords loop. For God's sake, why do I keep switching the letters around? I think it's the best video I've made. So it's super depressing that I can't get good enough audio quality. Debating redoing the entire thing on Friday with different editing software. Bit scared it won't turn out as good, but I have all the assets and video for reference. Interesting. It depends if we're still able to go. I think they're amping up the tier lists again. I don't know how the tier list stuff even works, but I haven't seen anything on social media that Emma's band are cancelling the gig. Well, the gig's being cancelled. I think it's a part of a gig, so they're not the only ones performing, but there's like other people there. Other bands and everything. London is S tier. Oh god. Fucking, it's got concrete walls around it, the whole thing. F tier. Oh. My bedroom is X tier. Shouldn't even exist. I remember, that reminds me of when it was that like Mario Kart Wii streamer tier list that Arkintel made that Bradley and Logan weren't happy about. So Logan made another one, and as a joke to get back at Arkintel, I put Arkintel in the lowest tier on the tier list thing. And what happened then? Logan thought I was being serious, and then somehow started comparing Arkentel to Troy, and then went on a 40-minute rant about how he hates Troy's content or some shit. At least I was there for 40 minutes, and he was complaining for 40 minutes, and then I left after 40 minutes, and I asked Bradley the next day, and I asked him, did Logan stop talking about Troy after I left? And he was like, no. Oh, God. Yeah, I didn't watch half the people on the tier list that Logan made, so I've only seen Arkentel like 3 or 4 times. Not really enough to have a proper opinion on him. But most importantly, I put Bradley and Jacob and Tom in the absolute top tier, and I modified the list and made a shit tier and put myself in it. That's the most important part about it. .508 baby part 200cc. Sweet. I didn't know you were playing, but that's cool. Maybe it's just me, but I think ranking people is weird. Like, these are real people who serve very different functions. As a joke, I get it, but I'm not really a fan of a very serious list like that. Yeah, no. I didn't take it seriously either, Lord Soup. Hence why I put Arkentel in the lowest tier. Or second lowest if you include me in there. Because how are you supposed to seriously rank yourself amongst other people? That's just a... You have to, like, be like, you're a shitbag. You know what I'm saying? I'll make some good vids. I'm pretty sure I saw him, like, breaking down... Snowball Cross at one point. He sort of came out of nowhere to me, though. Which is what I think is weird. He must have been playing the game for a while, but I only just heard of him this year. That's how he sort of existed. If I made that list, I'd make a prick tier and put you in it. At the very bottom, I hope. You better put people like Tom, Bradley, and Leanne ahead of me, because they are no argument better than me. Still want to do a review type vid on Mario Kart Wii. You said that before, I think. Bonk. This is an MC3, unfollow him permanently. He didn't say it was MC3 in the title, and it's not going to be MC3 for a while. But hello, Philly. So I randomly saw a message from you, like, on Discord a couple of days ago, just at like 5 in the morning for me. And it was just like, handy 8 MC3. 86 MC3 or something. Just merged it together. I'm like, why? I want to go to sleep. Not that you were keeping me up. It's just that I happened to see it around that time because I wasn't sleeping. finally. But that's going to go all the way out here, isn't it? How on earth do you get the angle out of that? Jesus Lord. My Discord used to be for custom track design beginners. Interesting. Or your Discord server, I assume. I want to go in on custom track designing. Oh, you're responding to Lord Soup. But now it's dead. Dead. Interesting. Over 1k members. What the shit? Are you sure it's dead, or is it just not being used as its proper intention and people just meme about in there? I wonder how many people I have added on Discord. I'm kind of too scared to find out because I just have some random people on there. Nice. No gold. Okay. Let's practice the shroom. I got it right. Practice this part. Baby Park is shit, but I love it. Baby Park on this game is inferior, I'd say. Why'd you put those corners on there? God damn it. I still remember that there was that worldwide race a couple of weeks back where I was doing the 200cc strats with Bradley, just cutting off the grass and just getting ahead of everybody. And I went to go and line up and go into the grass, like you do. And someone just fucking the bill just goes straight into me. On the very last turn. I was so mad. Baby Park is the peak of track design. Yeah, oval. Fucking oval. It's actually the best. I know you're probably saying that ironically, Lord Soup, but it is genuinely the best. It forces you to be perfect. You have to be perfect, otherwise you're shit. That's the purpose of Baby Park. Only that many because it's old. That would make sense. Perfection is not a thing. I can correct you on several different levels with that. Perfection definitely does exist. And I have made myself ill trying to get it. Okay. Perfection isn't a thing yet, I should say. Maybe not with regards to this time trial. Specifically. I don't think I'm going to actually reach perfection, actually, on this track. And this game. But we're going to get close. At least to my standards. Close enough. So that's actually good. That's PB pace, lap 1. I needed that gold mini turbo there. I needed a shroom with no air, really. And the golden mini turbo there as well. I stuck to that turn somehow. Like a second slower than I currently have it. Air on the shroom. Hit the ramp. Time this correctly. No. How did you not get air off those? That's a joke. I'm shit. I should be doing programming right now. Programming. Came up with a new music idea recently, and it sounds pretty cool, and I actually feel motivated to do something with it at one point. Computer programming is your major. Sweet. I assume Lord Soup's studying it in college or something at the moment. Cool. Ah, okay. I thought he was going to come up and I didn't get the right angle, but that was good. That was going well. For like half of the run, I'd say. I actually fucking hate it, not gonna lie. Teacher doesn't explain shit. So you have to figure out stuff for yourself. In my case, hands-on learning wasn't my thing. I was mostly visual, hence why I hate certain programs like C++. I use Python. I've heard of these before. That's all I can contribute. My mum recently said my dream of film production was unrealistic, so I'm thinking about my life choices. That's actually a really shitty thing to do and to say. I hate it when adults are like that. My parents are just like, when I wanted to be a bus driver, they're like, okay. That's what they said. I wanted to be a musician, they're like, okay. There's like my two dreams in life. And I've achieved neither of them. How fun. Achieved neither of them yet. Only one's going to come true though. Okay. Python has been used recently in some Hatpack scripts. I'd rather get into something like editing programming. Programming is not my style at all when it comes to computing and stuff. Programming is tedious and I would never recommend it to anyone. It takes a certain mindset. And I don't have it, at least not 100%. I'm the opposite of a very mathematical person. There you go then. too sure what I'm doing there just yet. This is working. I'm in the right vicinity at least. Oh my god, why did that go all the way over there? Right, it's totally unrealistic. How can I get the money for it? I love editing, but I don't think it will get me money. Well, try and expand a little differently. You might not be able to at least start off as a film producer, but there are plenty of other things that you can do as just a general editor. Like, for example, if there's a YouTuber who struggles with recording and shit, if you develop yourself enough as an editor, Suplade, then you can technically be employed to be an editor for someone on YouTube instead. And that will give you a bit of experience, and it might even be like all you have to do to some extent. But if you start getting more versatile with it and editing for numerous people, usually I would assume being an editor for a proper YouTuber with a full-time job is quite hefty, so you need to be on it all the time, every day. But if you are still like doing something, and then you can kind of just fill out your resume, you get proof out there of what you are able to do. You might be able to, after a long time, get hired by a corporation or something, and then just work yourself through that in that regard. That makes sense? And I know actually about this because it was something that I considered a long time ago, actually. That if I wasn't going to go down the YouTube path, which I never did, inevitably, then I'd probably try and learn proper editing software and become a YouTube editor. Should become the official Handy 863 editor. You could, to be honest. But I have literally nothing other than random requests that I give you. Let's take a look. I guess what I mean to say is that I don't work well with binary solutions. I prefer things that are more interpretation. Generally, of course. Yeah, you're right. I've seen that they earn some monies. If you hit that cow again, I'll have beef with you. Should we get a cow hit counter? How many is it so far, though? That's the question. You could honestly make highlights for me. You probably could. Very easily. You've got an eye for highlights more than I do. But I'm not too sure if just this side of the stream is kind of up to key with my YouTube channel. If you wanted to actually do highlights, Lord Soup, you could probably do it yourself, and I'll just send them about, watch them on stream. Someone's been doing that for Tom recently, haven't they? Although Tom's not been uploaded them himself, someone's edited them. So I did that on purpose, by the way. Just to get the cow hit counter up. I didn't have the orange mini turbo. Okay, I missed a coin. can't control this. Very creaky. I'm not too sure if that's because I'm holding it so tightly or what. Oh my god. I really want to get the 1v1 video up. Nice. Hello, Jake. I don't know why I hesitated just staring at the name there. Run over a cow so I can have it, so I can have dinner. We're going right up the rear end, guys. This would have been better if I had shrooms like I thought I did. These cows are fucking huge. Just to put that out there, these are not normal cows. They're like moose-sized cows, I swear. Like, just this backside of this thing alone is as big as Wario, and Wario is like 8 feet tall or some shit, so this cow is like the size of a fucking house. Uh, 8 feet tall, yeah. Look it up, it's in the dictionary. Wario weighs a literal ton. We don't speak of the suit 1v1, it's too cursed. Also, I got a Pro controller, Jake. Are you proud of me? I don't even know if you had one yourself, but I have a weird story about it as well. It's because well, first of all, I was sick of the goddamn Joy-Cons. As you do. So I've been trying to, instead of flesh out on a... Flesh out? Cash out? Wait, what's the word for it again? Splash out? Fuck me. On a Pro controller. I just wanted to try and find a way to use my goddamn classic controllers on there. But as I found through my testing period, I guess, when I was playing online, to try and get back used to this game again, there was something felt off with the analog stick values. With this game specifically, and like GameCube controllers, or the classic controller in my case, because I was converting it through the GameCube controller adapter. It yeah, it just didn't feel like the stick was going that far down, and I had this old time that had been sitting around for a while, which I literally set as a one-off thing, a 49.7 on Baby Park, 200cc, that I literally just set while I was on commute one day with my Switch in handheld mode on the train, and I could not, for the life of me, no matter how hard I held the controller to the right, get a tight as turn as I did in my Ghost. So I decided to buy a Pro controller, and then I tried playing against the Ghost to beat it again, because I thought once I got into the rhythm of it, it would be easy. And turns out it was just me. I was just messing up the angles and couldn't drive the track. And it took me, I think, like 2 or 3 hours just playing Baby Part 200cc with the Pro Controller in this setup to beat a time that I set once off on a goddamn train in handheld mode. So I'm looking forward to this. Because my progress on this track so far has just purely been in handheld mode. And I'm aiming for a 1 minute sub. I currently have 101. I'm driving decently enough for a PB, so it's pretty good. Oh, that was nice. No, we finished the run. Last lap was good. First lap was alright. Last lap was good. It was lap 2 that was the issue. But annoyingly, even if that was just a second quicker, that still wouldn't do it. At least I finished the run though, right? That was the target for today, so there we go. 817 Baby Park, nice. I like how you said Music Park. I didn't even notice that, to be honest. Imagine if you got around that quickly. Back into it. Come on, kids. Let's go. I think my endings are probably where I'm going all wrong, but it could literally be anywhere and anything right now. Well, this is going well. I think the only thing that I don't like about this this song, remix, retake of this track, is the violin solo bit at the end. The violin does these weird harmonies, but not to say that it's bad, it just doesn't really fit the mood, if you know what I'm saying. They don't actually have that during games. They have that on, I think they only have that on Mario Kart TV, don't they? I know they drift earlier. That's probably why I'm struggling to get this mini turbo out. Oh my god, I went round them this time. Oh, you bastards. Terrible. Ah! That felt weird, right? Oh, nice. Pretty strong. That's pretty cool. Not necessarily strong as it is, just cool. I thought I was going to get the orange mini turbo there. Thoroughly disappointed, and that shroom just decided to be like, no, fuck you. Fuck you, game. Fuck you, fuck you. And now I don't know what Wario is doing. But we don't question it. We just let him do it. Just let him do what he needs to do. Relieve some stress about losing that run. I wish I could do this in real life, actually. Whatever this is. We're just gonna let some Wario stress relief. What do you do if you were just like walking past like a fence one day and you just saw Wario bouncing up and down like this? You're just looking out your window and you just saw the neighbor's fence and you just saw Wario just doing this. Behind the fence. And the thumps you could feel from miles away. Just constantly. That is a giant fence as well, actually, isn't it? It's like the type of fence that you would get surrounding a school. Also, we seem to have stopped. We were moving. We seem to have stopped here. Interesting. Right. Well, let's forget that ever happened then, shall we? No evidence. Good. I just hold the goddamn A button down for the entire thing. Grass texture, though. There's probably a lot of detail on this track that we completely miss when we're playing the game. It's only here within the fails we get to just zoom around and take a look and see what's actually about. Another thing that they've done with these recreations is they've just put so much detail in. Just remember how much they lacked in the Wii version. You've got like carts with hay bales on them, with toads there, and the carts have writing on them. You've got all those signs over there, so it actually is distinguished as a racetrack. windmills inside and outside the track. Got the freaking sun. It's casting shadow on the entire course, and the shadow stays consistent as well. Noticed, I think most of the time on Mario Kart Wii, the shadow would just stay in the same position regardless of where you went on the track. But on this one, it stays consistent with where it is. There's like the sun is a physical location within the game. See, the shadow's moving, and it's now the other side of me. There you go. Very impressive how Nintendo, despite having outdated graphics, still manages to make their game look great through their art and direction. The Switch on outdated graphics now? It uses HDMI like the big boys now at long last, but I don't know about necessarily about the internals, like graphics cards and shit of the device. Oh, barely missing cow ass. And fucking up the shroom. Absolutely. I mean, I also have my upscaler on. Don't know if that's making any difference. Probably not much of a noticeable difference in comparison to that Mario Kart Wii. See if you want. Turn it on in a minute and see. That was weirdly fast for what it was worth. Still felt a lot slower than it was, which is probably a good sign. This is good. Actually, no, that was like the complete opposite, actually. What the hell was that? Oh, fuck you. They managed to make their games look far better than they would in the hands of an average team. I guess that's true. And also, okay, Soup played. Enjoy your BRB if you can. Let's see, shall we? Sacrifice the next fail. Which is this one. Let's take a look then, shall we? This nice grass over here. Right, so bearing in mind I have the upscaler on at the moment, let's turn it off and see if it makes a difference. It does. I don't know how well that shows up on the screen, but you can see the pixels on the top of the fence there lining it. Can you see that? Just above my head here. The pixels are sticking out a lot more. As soon as I put that back on, it rounds them off a lot more. Actually, it's still noticeable, but it's not as noticeable. It kind of takes the sharpness away from that. So you can still see it's kind of rigid, but it's like, it's a lot less sharp, if that makes sense. But I do not know how well that is. That is the wrong setting. This is the retro game setting on this goddamn thing. I went the other way. So again, this is without. Probably does not look too different on here. I can notice the difference, weirdly enough. Let's look at a cow. He's moving out of the way of me, god damn it. Or she, I should say. That's with. There's also more contrast, I'm pretty sure. Whatever. Anyways, let's carry on. The grass. Wait, what was I saying? The grass looks kind of fucked compared to something you'd find on a PS4. It's good though for how it merges the art direction Nintendo went for. I mean, you're also not really paying much attention to the grass though when you're playing a racing game. It's just going to be off to the side, out of the way. And considering that I mainly spend most of my time playing Mario Kart Wii, it looks a lot more vibrant and higher quality than anything on that game, so there you go. Really hard to do. But I'm getting back into things. There we go. Back into the swing of things. Slowly and poorly, but I think I could at least PB on stream. Don't know about my 1 minute sub. I like it though. That was the wrong way. I mean, Nintendo has kind of been behind with graphics since the Wii. It's kind of a strength and a good thing in many ways, so I get what you mean. I get what you mean. This is pretty good. It's an upgrade from the Mario Kart 8 version as well. I'm pretty sure it looks a lot nicer than the original Wii U. She's also probably saying something considering that's like a full home system console, whereas this is literally one you can just take out a dock and take anywhere with you if you choose to. So what if they made like a specific sort of home console Switch where you literally just have it at home? And they'd probably be able to whack out something pretty decent regarding hardware. And considering that the Switch Mini is a thing, that's not entirely far-fetched. That's a good lap. 0.1 faster than my PB, which is nice. Ruining it with this lap though. What the hell? Why did you not go so tight? Oh my god. I must have like had a weird angle on the analog stick. It means that developers have to focus on innovation and good gameplay since they can't just get by on good graphics. That's true. It would be nice if Nintendo had a more powerful console though. Yes. Yes, it would. There been someone working on like HD remastered textures on Mario Kart Wii. I'm pretty sure I've seen Troy using some of them. I haven't actually like properly looked at them myself. They're pretty cool. I don't remember what that one was. No mini turbo. Okay then. Whew. Oh, that little bounce there. Well, it was quite a big bounce actually. It sent me quite wide. Those cows need to get off the track. It's a safety hazard. I mean, I'm technically hitting them while trying to go around them off the track. So... They're kind of not really in the way. I'm just kind of making them be in the way. Oh, again, it's more of a sign that you could tell this track was just designed, I guess, before 200cc was. Shrooms, God damn it. I thought that was a 20.0 then, and I would have been freaking out. That was that, somehow. The shroom's tough. How much detail they put in. They put in like a fucking car park over here. Be right back, gonna get cake. Awesome. And hello again, Suplade. Oh, that reminds me. I wonder if they still got any birthday cake from yesterday. I did not check this morning. Did I just put the fucking auto steer shit on? Yes, I did. Why can you still use that, though? Interesting. I'm missing so many gold mini turbos, my god. Oh, wow. Why did you use the shroom there? I think these buttons are more sensitive than I'm used to. I think I was just resting my finger on it and it just was like triggered. I did the thing again. I turned the thing on and I didn't mean to. That's not what I wanted to do. Goddamn muscle memory. Okay. Oh my god, I hate that so much. Oh, you've got different coloured cows in here, look. There's a brown one over there. Black one here. They all have the same collar on there. Toads on a fucking log? My goodness. I want to be with you! Interesting. Wasn't very good. And it was still 0.6. That's interesting. It's going to be quite tough to do this track, I think. I don't see myself doing it, at least not yet. My hands hurt now too. Great. My favorite. Oh my god. It's really sad because when I'm closer to my... If I get closer to my target... I'm going to have to restart on laps like that. That was a pretty solid lap, I think, for me at this moment in time. It's nice to have driving that is somewhat on par to my PB right now. After not playing it for God knows how long. Hard though, that's definitely no doubt. Might be at this for a couple of months, I think. If I don't actually give up. Why did you do that? That's really irritating. Baby Park. Why are you playing Baby Park, Suit Played? It doesn't sound like you're having fun with it. At least not anymore. I thought you would be doing this track, if anything, to be honest, but... I guess that's why you're doing Baby Park, because I showed myself doing it. That I had done it, rather. Jesus. Oh, for fuck's sake. I keep hitting the Y, goddammit. Turn that shit on. Do it because it's pretty fun, might do Moo Moo Meadows. Fair enough. At least you're making progress, right? Okay. I'm getting tired now. Not too much longer. Moo Moo doesn't sound too bad. It depends on what you go for. And how you do it, I guess. Stop it, you bastard! One piece of shit that really is irritating me right now. That's a really good lap as well, imagine. I actually drove that. Even with a 120 last lap, that actually wouldn't have PB'd. What the shit? Wow. I'm back, but I'm going to have to go now. It's late and I'm tired, so good luck on TTs. Enjoy the rest of the stream. I will do my best. Thank you for the bread combo, as always, Lord Soup. Take it easy. Sleep well. And this next PB is for you. Right? I'm calling it. This next run right now is going to PB, and it's going to be for you. It's going to be cool. Here we go. Never mind. That shit's weird. not even affecting me. Small has the weirdest places. Back over here now. I'm getting too... Yeah. This is a tough track. Or tough game, rather. It's going to take me a bit of doing if I'm even going to remotely get close to my target. Can probably say with confidence I ain't getting it before the year ends, that's for sure. But I can still PB. I think I found the shroom spot, but I'm fucking up the ramp. Interesting. How do you not get affected by that? The ghost just went straight over it, but I'm constantly hitting it. Is there like a good bounce RNG or something that you have to get? I don't know why I didn't do that. 20 more minutes, I think. it's possible to squeeze out a mini turbo on that turn. Gold mini turbo. Considering I'm been missing it most times on the turns I'm supposed to get them on, I wouldn't think so. You see, these runs feel good, but they're not that good. Well, that was mainly lap 1 and 2, but even then, 3 is still a bit slow, that lap. Lap 2 is the only time save I could see there. Damn it. Alright, 15 more minutes. Why did you use this room there? It's really annoying. And I feel like that's more of a problem with this controller as well. It just keeps actuating the buttons. I'm just resting my fingers on them. I literally have to perch them in midair above the buttons and not press them down, otherwise if I just press them slightly, they actuate. They're the lightest shoulder buttons I've ever felt. That's a really good lap 1. Might be my best actually, but I'm not too sure. I'm pretty sure I've had a 0.3 or a 0.2 before. Don't know what I did differently though from every other lap that I've been doing. I assume it was something to do with the alignment to the finish line. It's not got a PB now though. I'll get close. That's going to definitely be a 102. Or maybe... no. Okay, I think that's the closest we've got. 21.401. I'm pretty sure that's like a... if it's not a new best lap, then it's definitely a good lap. Just gonna take a look. Let's see. Filter deluxe. Let's see. Is there anything for this? 21.448. 568. No. Let's see, is there any more on here? Well, that's the time that I got with Josh's Pro controller. Whenever that was. 2018, god damn it. Is there seriously nothing left? I'm pretty sure I had something left of my times against Unreal. It would be around here because you've got him right there. That's when we added each other. 2017. So he must be here somewhere. I don't see a thing. Oh, it wasn't. Look at that. It was not first try, it was second try. That I got that run that used to be, what you call it? 21st of the 5th, 2018. I assume this is in digital time. Oh, I was wrong. Yeah, it is in digital time. So that's like at 1 in the morning. I was completely wrong. Whoops. So, well, I have not got any screenshots, but as presumably that is my fastest lap. I've got fastest lap 1, so take a picture of that for later and carry on, I guess. That's nice. Happy to get that. Could have sworn I 0.3 though. Not too much longer left now. Less than 10 minutes. Why were you drifting the other way? I just realised this sign. What on earth is that there for? You've even got... That can't be unintentional. You've even got a fence post less here, just so you can stop to admire it. Look at that. So you can stop to admire the sign of Moo Moo Meadows. Right in front of the rising sun. For what that was worth, that was annoyingly slow. God, I hate that shit. It just goes the other direction. It's annoying. Oh. fucking turn that shit on. That was an accident. Very annoying one as well. Yeah, threw away the whole thing. Oh, this is going to be really tricky. I'm not too sure how I can drive much better than my current PB, but at least splits-wise, it's quite tricky to tell. So it's 1 o'clock now, so... And I guess that was technically within the 1 AM region, so I should be done. Put one more go, shall we? I hate that shroom so much. Right, GG. Ah, my laps 2 and 3 were a lot faster than I thought. I thought they were like a 0.2 and a 0.3, but there's actually a 0.0 and a 0.1 in there, and what oh, I was thinking of the splits all wrong that whole time. So, although I got lap 1s faster than my PB lap 1, 2 and 3 were nowhere near. What I actually thought was the case was the 21-second laps needed to be 0.0s. That was correct. But I thought laps 2 and 3 needed to be 20.0s. That's not correct. They need to be 19s. But I'm actually going to view this ghost again just to see if I can take a look at what if I did anything that was over my current driving today. And then I'm going to look at Lewis's ghost. Which looks fine so far. It just looks like the ramp things would, the ramp drifts were, the drift by the wooden ramp, with the wooden ramp turn, was done a bit too late. That's all. Okay, let's take a look at Lewis just to end things off, and then I'm gonna probably call it a night. Oh, okay. It's essentially what I was doing. But obviously more refined. So I guess I have the right idea. I just need to kind of get to grips with certain tech of the track and refine it a little bit. But we'll deal with this at another point in time. Right. So my plan with these streams was to actually try and expand it so it would still stay the same. So it was Mario Kart 8 and Mario Kart 7 still. So I'd do time trials on this for like 2 hours and then go to Mario Kart 7, do time trialing. But my hands hurt after that. So much so that I don't actually think I'd be able to handle playing Mario Kart 7 straight from this. So what I would need to do is switch it up a little. Play Mario Kart 7 probably. Yeah, just do different streams instead of numerous streams. So I'm not too sure if the next stream I'll do will be a Mario Kart 7 one or a time trial one, but we'll see. We'll see how things go. What are some of these? I am curious to see what these are. Let's take a look. What is this? This is against CPUs. Why on earth is this saved? I think this is the first race I ever did. That's probably why it's saved. One of them. I'm not entirely sure why that one specifically is saved. It doesn't really look that important. Another one against CPUs. Why the hell are these here? I could have saved something far more interesting. Do you know what I actually think these are? I think these was my practice races for the 1v1v1 the Bradley and Polar did. Maybe. I don't know. I don't see anything specific about them at the moment though. Now we're getting somewhere. I know exactly what this is. So this was in my first time playing. I'm going to fast forward it a little bit. My first time playing online. And my first time playing battles in this. And the shine broke, so that it just stuck in the... I think it's stuck in the middle, and nobody could pick it up. And so everybody in the room... This is a public worldwide as well, by the way. Everyone in the room just started dancing around the shine. There we go. So now I think this is where it broke. Yeah, there you go. So people are not really quite sure what's going on. It was right here, I think. No? Still chasing it. There we go, I think it's here. Everyone just started dancing in the middle because no one could get the shine. It had desynced, so everyone just started dancing in the middle of the bandstand stand. It's literally everybody but 2 players, and I think one of them was a CPU, and that's why they were driving after it. And then literally everybody else just gave up. And we were just all dancing in the middle. How many people are there here? Oh my god, it's like... There's me, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I think? Everyone starts doing donuts. Start going the other way. Mario's given up in the distance over there. There was someone driving around. There was a toad that I saw driving around. I think they're the only one going after the shine. Oh, the dancing stopped. Everybody's starting to go now. Look. There's just us lot here. And then the thing ended. Nobody could play. So we got timed out. That was that. Yeah, that has to stay. It was actually one of my favourite moments that happened in this game, and that was on like one of the very first days. Now this is when I first joined Alexoni for the first time. I'm pretty sure I was playing this at my my grandparents' house at the time. I literally had my Switch there for some reason. So I was literally just sat by the Wi-Fi router and just trying to play on a decent sort of connection. I don't know what anything specific happened about this. Is it literally just this battle? Half of these I just don't understand why I've saved. I guess that this is the full battle, so I obviously went back to look for something, but the other two, especially the ones with CPUs, nothing really happened. So I guess I was to look for something specific that happened in the race, and I never did. And it doesn't show in the highlights. I'm not too sure why those two things are saved. I'm not too sure why this one's saved. I think it's probably because I was playing with Alex only for the first time ever. Ooh, I don't know what's happening here, but Josh is playing with me. And we had to... We stopped late, I guess. Not entirely sure why that one was saved. Half of these just don't make any sense as to why I saved them. This looks like it's me and my... Oh, I know this one! This is why I dodged the blue shell with a ground shroom. This is the only other one really here that I know. Fast forward it for a while. He's here. No, that's just where I got blued in general. There. So I got shocked. There was a shroom on the floor. Dodged the blue shell. Let's do that in slow motion. Shocked. Here comes the blue shell. Just as it's about to impact. Hit the shroom. Dodged it. With that, I took my victory. Right, what's next? We're back to the beginning. I don't know what these things are. But there's only two that I remember specifically. The others don't make any sense. Actually going to take a look. Did they have any dates? 28th of the 4th, 2017. 28th of the 4th, 2017. 1st of the 5th, 2017. So these were during the Grand Prix when I was trying to unlock everything, I'm pretty sure. That was after I'd done so. 3rd of the 6th, 2017. 24th of the 6th, 2017. 2nd of the 8th, 2017. Interesting. Don't know why I looked at that. No one was here to appreciate them with me, so I guess we're calling it quits for now. Right. How many hours of this have I played now? 390, Jesus Lord. That's gonna go way up. And I'm not pleased that it is, but I also don't care. Right. There's probably no one watching now. Don't know where Souplate disappeared off to. As there's barely anyone here, it doesn't make any sense for me to host or raid anybody, so I'm just going to abscond. Jacob, you literally just came in as I'm about to finish off. I was just about to end. I'm tired. That's how I'm doing. Hope you have been well, though. But, at least I'm not ending off on nobody. Like, literally nobody said anything since Soup just said something earlier. So now I can actually end by saying goodbye to someone. So it's not all bad. It looked like the beginning. Yeah. I just quit out the game, that's why. I've already been playing for... or streaming for 3 hours. Not necessarily playing as such, but yeah, there we go. Anyways, well, I don't know what to do here. Guess I'm going to finish off then. So, I think I need to separate the deluxe time trials. I still want to work on Mario Kart 7. Don't know whether or not that would be the next stream. But if I can, tomorrow, then I will stream one of them. And it will be either Mario Kart 8 or Mario Kart 7 worldwide. Or Mario Kart 8 time trials on Moo Moo, or Mario Kart 7 worldwide, sorry. Yeah, that's all I have. Take it easy, I guess. Thank you for popping by at the end, Jacob. I'll see you again when I see you, I suppose. And what's that? Just falling down there. A cable. Cool. Right. And